I'm Ted Keys, your host and top freight agent training expert here in Southern California. Welcome to this edition of your Freight Sales Success Training. After watching and applying it, you'll move more freight efficiently, effectively, and effortlessly, and make more money financially. And if you have any questions, call me, Ted Keys, at 626-309-9141. Today's topic comes from the front lines of my 30-plus years of business, sales, and freight moving success. Now enjoy watching, learning, and applying. Guys, hello and welcome to my Tuesday conference call. I'm Ted Keys, your host and top freight agent training expert here in Southern California. This is a free, high-powered meeting I hold live every Tuesday for top producing, new, and struggling freight agents at 2 p.m. Pacific time and 5 p.m. Eastern time. On the call today, I will show you how to move more freight efficiently, effectively, and effortlessly so you make more money financially. And after the call, go to my website, tedkeysonline.com, to hear more of my podcasts, read more of my blog posts, watch more of my videos, and while you're there, visit my Freight Sales Success Store for top-notch freight moving products to truly explode your freight business today. When you arrive at my Freight Sales Success Store, you will see a host of products that are available. First one you'll see there is my Freight Sales Success Guide for beginner and struggling freight agents. I do, however, provide this for when you join our top producing freight sales office. Another product you'll see there is my Freight Sales Success Quotes. These quotes provide you with daily motivation to do what's important, to get on the phone and connect and build relationships with the marketplace. Third product you'll see there is my Freight Sales Success Training. This is a video course that'll take you literally from knowing little or nothing about freight to moving your first freight load and beyond. You'll also see there for sale again is my Freight Sales Success Skills. This product provides those intricate little skills that are required to handle different situations that you come in contact with. However, my Freight Sales Success Skills, along with my other products, are available today for purchase in my Freight Sales Success Store. And while you're there at my store taking in all this free information, on any page on my website you happen to be on, just over to the right, go over to the right and enter your contact details. By doing that, you'll receive your email invite to this and every call. Not only that, you'll receive the attachments that I provide on each and every call. And also, just as a freebie for opting in, you'll receive my free report. Again, it's just a free report. 11 ways freight agents will increase their income. Go through this as a beginning, struggling freight agent. This report will assist you in increasing your income. And just so you know, that report there has been downloaded thousands of times before. And if you have any questions whatsoever about what I went over today, or more importantly, more specifically, are you ready for my top producing freight sales training? Then give me, Ted Keys, a call. I'm at 626-309-9141. Today's training topic is indicators freight prospects don't like you. Indicators that freight prospects don't like you. So for those of you that are on my Gmail contact list and have received a couple of invites that I sent out today to get on the call, just go to any one of those invites, scroll down to the bottom, and we're going to go over those free attachments. Those free attachments that I provided for everybody today. Just go ahead and open up that first one, and we're going to talk about indicators that freight prospects don't like you. Guess what? There are going to be individuals in the marketplace that just don't like you, okay? And typically, think about it, when somebody calls you out of the blue, are you going to like them? Well, you're going to, if they get your attention properly, you may feel a connection there. But if somebody just calls you out of the blue looking to do business with you and doesn't pay any attention to you or ask any questions, there's a high probability that you're going to want to get them off the phone. So let's talk about why freight prospects don't like you. And it's typically because most individuals, most starting freight agents, they go into a call and they ask these numbing questions that most of new freight agents do when they call. So let's talk about those indicators that you can pick up on why somebody doesn't care for you, doesn't like you, or just doesn't want to deal with you. So let's talk about those indicators that freight prospects will give you. These are signs that they'll let you know about certain reasons why they don't want to deal with you. So again, we're going to talk about 5 indicators today, 5 indicators. The first indicator that you can pick up on when you call somebody for the first or second time, the first indicator is that they cut you off. All right, they cut you off. Now, why would freight prospects cut you off? Well, I can tell you one thing is they're cutting you off because they don't want to listen to what you have to say. And typically, if they're like me, who's a get to the point kind of guy, if you call me and share with me or talk about the weather or stuff that doesn't mean anything to me, is unproductive, or you share your drama with me, I'm going to cut you off. And hey, if you call me for the first time and I ask you a series of questions, say I just ask you a question that requires a yes or no, and you go on and on and on, I'm going to cut you off. Why? Because all I wanted was a yes or a no. Now, I'm giving this from my perspective. So when you do call me to join our team or to get our freight training and I cut you off, it's because all I want is either this or that. And that's just how it is. Now, why do I do that? Because I hear the same thing time after time after time. I hear the same responses time after time. And guess what? Your freight prospects, they hear the same thing. If your desire is to truly get attention from the get-go, have information going in there, have something that you can actually connect with to keep your freight prospects on the phone. So, first indicator that your freight prospect doesn't like you, doesn't want to talk to you, is that they're going to cut you off. Why are they cutting you off? Because they just don't want to hear what you have to say. That's the first thing, they're going to cut you off. Second indicator that your freight prospects, they don't like you, don't care for you, don't want to talk to you, and that is they're impatient with you. Flat out, they're just impatient with you. Again, it's just like cutting you off. Okay, and why is that? The main reason is because you're moving too slow. You know, when you pick up the phone and you finally get in there, are you umming and ahhing and oohing your way through the conversation? You know, if they're being impatient with you, it's because you're not getting to the point. You're not giving them something that they can grasp onto. So, indicator number 2 that a freight prospect doesn't want to deal with you, doesn't like you, whatever you want to call it, is because they're being impatient with you. That's the second indicator. So, first indicator, they cut you off. Second indicator, they're impatient with you. Third indicator is they won't share any information with you. They won't share any information with you. And typically, if they're not sharing information with you, it's because you're not asking them the right questions. Let me go back, okay? Let's say that this is a first conversation that you're having with the shipping decision maker. As I do in my training with you, I go over 10 common objections. 10 common objections that shipping decision makers will give you. We're slow right now. Your prices are too high. I'm good with who I want. We're already dealing with your company. Those are common objections. Well, the next question out of your mouth is, when you ever have to look for another truck, do you keep your options open to additional carriers? See, that's a valid question that you're asking them. If you just go in there saying, hey, this is me, this is how great I am, this is how great my company is, we get you trucks, all that stuff, you're not telling them anything that they can grasp onto with you. So They won't share information with you. And let's face it, the biggest thing that they want, or that you want from them when you call them for the first, second time, is their email contact, their email address. That is what you desire. That's what you're looking for when you get in there with your first call. The number one thing you want is their email address. So if they're not sharing that with you, well, consider your process. Consider what you ask them, okay? But the third indicator is that they won't share information with you. That's a good indicator that, hey, this person doesn't want to deal with you, as they don't want to deal with most new or beginning freight sales agents that call them. Why? Because, as I said, they go in there asking them the same questions that they hear time and time again. They talk about themselves, they talk about their company, they say nothing about the shipping decision maker and what his challenges are and what their solutions are. So, indicator number 3 is they won't share information with you. First indicator, they cut you off. Second indicator, they're impatient. Third indicator is they don't share information with you. Fourth indicator, that your freight prospect doesn't care for you, doesn't like you, doesn't want to deal with you, is that they jump right into the call. They jump right into the call. So you've called a couple times, you finally get the shipping decision maker on the phone. And again, you talk about yourself, you talk about your company, you don't say anything about solving their challenges. They're going to, if they even give you the time of day, they're going to get right into the call. Hey, what are you calling for? What can I do for you? That's getting right into the call. They're not sharing any pleasantries with you. They don't care about you because you're not showing any interest in them. Okay? So they jump right into the call. When they jump right into the call, that means that they want to get this over with. However, they're giving you the time of day to actually speak with them. Okay? When that happens, do not make it about you. Make it about them. And even if they get right into the call, okay, don't take it as don't take defense at it, okay? Get into your questions. Get into your questions. Hey, I'm familiar with moving animal feed, okay? Is most of your feed bulk? Is it pellets? Is it chips? What is it? Okay, that's showing an interest in them. Hey, do you ship by the pallet? Okay, is it 50 bags to a pallet? So you're taking an interest in them. So they jump right into the call. That means that they've got other stuff to do. But here it goes again. Make it about them. Indicator number 4. They jump right into the call. Fifth indicator, that your prospect does not want to talk to you. They don't like you. They want to get you off the phone. Is that they ask, or this could be a situation where you already have a relationship with them. Okay, you've moved a couple loads for them. They like the company, but for some reason they don't like you. Well, the indicator is they ask your corporate office that they want to work or they desire to work with another agent. Okay? Now, why is that? It could be a number of things. Possibly your personalities clash. He's a lion like me. The agent is a koala or a monkey, and lions and monkeys, they just don't get along. Lions are serious. Monkeys, they want to joke and have fun all day, okay? That's a good reason why, I would ask to work with another agent, okay? However, the fifth indicator is they ask to work with another agent. For some reason, they just don't like you for whatever reason, but here's what you do. Hey, you work with them. You work with them. I mean, did you give it your best in providing them with the service that they require? Those are things that you have to ask because you don't want it to happen again, obviously. But if and when it does happen, you assist them, okay? Even if they ask you, you know what, I don't want to work with you, then just say, hey, I'll get somebody else for you to work with. Be of assistance, even in a situation like that, as difficult as it may be. So 5 great indicators. Now there's more indicators in this, but these are the main indicators where your freight prospect is actually showing you, telling you that they don't like you, they don't want to work with you, for whatever reason. But those indicators, again, they cut you off, okay? They're impatient with you. They won't share information with you. They jump right into the call, wanting to whisk you out of their way so they can be more productive. The fifth indicator is they want to work with somebody else. 5 main indicators that your freight prospect, provided you're reading between the line, 5 great indicators, 5 main indicators that your freight prospect is giving you to let you know that they don't like you, they don't want to work with you, they prefer working with somebody else. 5 great indicators as I talk today about those indicators that tell you that your freight prospect doesn't want to work with you. Great topic today. Glad you enjoyed it. Make sure you're paying attention to these indicators as you're making contact with the marketplace. Great topic. In concluding my call, do you have any questions about what I just went over today? Any questions, regardless of what it is, or more importantly, more specifically, are you ready for my top producing freight sales training? Yes? Give me a call, Ted Keys. I'm at 626-309-9141.